What's going on, y'all? So listen. So we are back again for another episode review of Greenleaf. Okay, let me just be honest. This is the season finale. This is episode, 13 of season 3, The New Life. Okay, let me just say this. Right off the rip, I felt some type of way looking at this season finale because it was cute. It gave me a little bit what I wanted, but it didn't give me everything that I wanted. And maybe they did that for, cliffhanger purposes because at the end of this episode, I was left with thinking, what the fuck happened to Basie? Okay. Where the fuck is Darius? Okay. And Mavis needs to come back and she needs to shake shit up in season 4, okay? Because, they ended on a peaceful kumbaya note. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting here like, girl, really? That's what it took for y'all to come together? Not even the death of the family made y'all come together like this. It took this for y'all to come together? Okay, it is what it is. I can't wait to see how season 4 turns out because, they can't stay peaceful for long. It's the fucking Greenleafs, all right? But anyway, let's just start this episode off. Pick it up where it left off last week. Okay, my ass went and saw, I had to go and read the direct TV guide of what was gonna happen on the episode. So I knew Bishop didn't get shot. So Basie sitting up there still talking his junk. Oh, you got your faith, huh? You got your faith and all this stuff and woo woo woo. Bishop still trying to calm him down. Bishop sweating bullets at this point. I said, oh shit. Bishop up in his head praying like, Lord Jehovah, please. I know I've been a bad boy, but if you let me live through this, I know, I will change my ways. I will forever do what you say. I will forever live my life right. Just let this boy see the light. Let this boy see the light. Let this boy see the light. Put that gun down. Put that gun down. Okay. Next thing you know, he put that gun like this. I said, oh, he was like, bitch, you're not a killer because Kareem came up in there. And he turned that gun so smoothly, bitch, without even blinking, without even jumping, not even startling. You know how sometimes when somebody open up a door and you're not expecting it, you startle like, oh shit, bitch, I didn't know you was coming. He just turned around smoothly and pointed it at her. Because usually you can get an itchy trigger finger and probably shoot a motherfucker by accident. He just turned it at her. And I was like, woo, now that part right there, I just was sitting here like, okay, Basie, you seem like you did this before because you didn't jump or nothing. Bishop was like, you're not no killer, son. You're not no killer, okay? You can just walk up out of here. We're not going to call the cops. We're not going to do this because he sure not told Corinne not to call the cops. I said, Bishop. The fuck? This man did all this shit to you, okay? And you said not to call the cops. Okay, when he finally get him, put the gun down, he brought that gun back up. But, he left. He left. Basically left. And, they ain't called the cops on his ass. I was really upset at that. I was like, what? You just let him go scotch-free? Okay? And so, everybody come rolling up in there because Corinne came up in there. And this is right after the day where Lady May is over with. Lady May just got through talking to Maxine. They getting their love, saying their goodbyes and stuff. Maxine just left. And Corinne come up there. Lady May, Basie's in the office. It's a gun on Bishop. They was like, oh shit, bitch. May ran up in there. Sure, I said, May, you better go after your man. That's what the fuck you better do. Okay, y'all went through some bullshit. 20 plus years of marriage. Was it 40 something or 20 something? Bitch, either way, y'all been together a long goddamn time, okay? And y'all up here playing these games, all right? This reminds me of like when what the fuck did Robert De Niro and his wife, what they had going on? They've been married 20 plus years. Now they finna get divorced. Girl, what? Girl, what? Anyway, I said, Meg, y'all better get this shit together, okay? Granddaddy and grandmama, you better get this shit together, okay? Because I don't have time to be playing with y'all right now. May came up in there was like, James, are you okay? Are you okay? He was like, oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's okay. No, we're not gonna call the cops. I said, bitch, call the cops. I said, Grace, this is your time to actually do what you always be doing, going behind people's back, doing the opposite of what they tell your ass to do. Call the motherfucking cops. They ain't called the cops. But Jacob was on that phone with Charity cussing her ass out. I said, Charity ain't do shit. Why are you upset at her? He like, well, why don't you just go ahead and get the damn doctor? Get him a doctor. Okay, Charity, I love you. Talk to you later. I said, you will not scream at me like that and then calmly tell me that you love me. Okay? No, we not finna do that shit. Okay? Fuck out of here. But they do get a doctor for him. And, so that they can check and see if everything is going okay. He an older gentleman. You just scared him. He already got not Alzheimer's, but what is it? Parkinson's and all that stuff, And At this point in time, the doctor check him out, say he fine, he just need to rest or whatever. Everybody leave. He talking to Lady May, and basically was just saying how, I apologize for not being at your little lady day with Lady May thing. And from what I heard, you didn't just preach down the house. You ain't bring that shit down. The spirit was up in there and everything. So what you want to know? You got the church. The church is yours, boo-boo. I said, you know what? A near-death experience will let you see some things. You weren't saying this the other day. Y'all was going at each other's throat like that. Okay? And she was like, thank you, James. Thank you. I was like, oh, y'all better make it up, okay? And then you got this bitch Connie. I'm sorry, Shout out to Harold on Twitter HB, baby. He was just going off. He was like, how the fuck is this happening? What is the board? God ain't taking the church. How is this? Baby, let me just tell you something. In the business world, you can come up with an idea for something. You know what I'm saying? You can start a business yourself. Once you make that thing public and then you get shareholders and you get board members, it's no longer in your hands anymore, okay? They can boot you out of something that you thought of and you built from the ground up and been there for many, many years. That is exactly what's happening on here, okay? The board member has the control. The board of directors and all that stuff, they have control of everything, okay? And that is exactly what happened on this show. You got Hope and Harmony dude sitting down with Connie and Gigi basically saying that we want your parents out and we want you to be intern preacher until we get somebody to fulfill the thing permanently. Okay, we want your vision, we want all this stuff. Connie ain't gonna stop, okay? And I was like, Grace, say no. Grace said, can I at least pray about it? I said, Grace, you knew damn well deep in your mind you wanted to be the head priestess. Okay, girl, you knew what it was. That's why she said, bitch, let me pray about it. I said, girl, okay, we gonna pray on it. We gonna pray on it. And so at this point, Gigi and Lady May, they walking, and it seemed like they was having a little symbol. They outside walking along the little lake or whatever, seemed like they having a little symbol conversation, and they fine. Up until Grace started talking about the church and how Connie and them, wanted to take it over with Hope and Harmony Ministry and, wanted her to be the preacher. I hope you said no. I mean, I told them that I prayed about it. So you mean to tell me you going to come over here and tell me that you said you had to pray about it and your answer wasn't automatically no? The fuck is your problem, Grace? I said, Lady May, I'm just interpreting for how she, I have to bring it out the Christian world and bring it into the secular world just for y'all to know. Okay, because sometimes, it's a universal language sometimes. And she was like, Lady May had her nerves to get in her feelings and all this shit. Okay? So you can tell me about my shame and you can tell me about this. And that's what you want to become a preacher of this thing for? So you can do this? I said, it's always about you, Lady May. Every time it comes to Grace or anything else, it's always about Lady May. It's always about her. It's not about me looking into the future or me looking to see how this can benefit, a certain situation or a certain person. But no, it's about how it affects Lady May. It's how it's gonna look bad on her to get the church taken away and all this shit. And Grace threw out that bitch. Let me just tell you something. Me and Aaron had a paternity test. Okay, we took a DNA test, and guess what? She was like, "So what's going on? What's going on?" That lip star equivalent. I said, "Go ahead, Grace. Tell her what it is." She was like, "Lionel is my daddy." I said, "Bitch, we knew that." But anyway, let's see. She had a couple of tears. I got a little bit of the reaction that I wanted out of Grace. I wanted her to feel like, if I would have found out another nigga was my daddy and I didn't know and I had the opportunity all these years, I missed out on knowing him and all that stuff, I feel some type of way. Okay? Grace made that Fantasia lip quiver, okay, / Kerry Washington a lip quiver in her lip. And I said, you better do that shit, bitch. Lady motherfucking May flipped that shit on her and said, so what you gonna do? You gonna tell your dad? You gonna tell everybody else about it, huh? So I can relive my shame, my guilt, and all this shit for the worst mistake that I made in my life? I said, bitch, can you just comfort your daughter and tell her, you know what, Grace, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. If I would have known, I would have, I should have told you earlier. Girl, what is that in my hair? I gotta wash my hair. Anyway, I should have told you this and I should have told you that. No, girl, she didn't give her no type of comfort. Once again, it was about Lady Mae. She was talking to Grace like, you just got up here on the fucking platform talking to these church people about God, and you standing here talking to your daughter like you got the devil in you, okay? I said, what in the two-faced shit is going on right now? You're being very hypocritical, okay? And I'm just like, I'm not here for this. I said, girl, can you comfort her? And gonna walk away crying. No, you suck your tears up and you comfort your daughter, because this is the reason why you've been doing all this shit. Girl, she pissed me off. She really did. I say, Lady Mae, you got some goddamn nerves. Then you got Jacob, baby. Jacob go over there talking to to Daddy, okay, and basically was telling him the same thing that they trying to do to you, they done to him, okay. The board member over there at the board members over there at Triumph, they got wind of everything that was going on, and you know, they was just like, look, we don't trust you, because the accountant had called them and was like, bitch, it's over. I said, what? Who? You know, did Kerissa bring in this new accountant? Okay, because we can blame her for this. All right, I'm gonna tell you why. Kerissa did. Let's say if Kerissa is the one who hired this new accountant, she did her job a little bit too well, okay? I'm going to tell you why. Because this new accountant, that motherfucker did what he had to do, okay? He came through, looked at the finances and said, bitch, it's some irregularities all up in this bitch, okay? Somebody fucking around with the money. And I don't know who it is, but bitch, I don't trust y'all, because y'all over here doing some fucked up shit, okay? And I said, this man that came through and said, I'm finna go tell everybody in the church what's going on. I'm telling the board members, okay, because I gotta report this. I can't keep this to myself. I can't keep this on the low. I gotta take it to the authorities and to the higher ups. Baby, that motherfucker didn't get him booted out to the church, okay? The board members didn't all, you know, basically said they can't trust him with the things that's going on with this whole scandal, whatever. So now you gotta go. I said, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But it ain't like we ain't see that shit coming, okay? Every time a scandal happens that's real big, especially when it's dealing with the money, you can expect something like this to happen. Ooh. Y'all ever had y'all eye itch right there in the middle, right there in that corner? And it be feeling so good when you scratch it. There you go. Okay. But anyway, so when that happened, he go over there telling Daddy what's going on. And I just said, bruh, you should have known, okay? Then Lady Mae, she and the bishop going over there talking to their board members. You got Connie sitting there just, girl, okay, you know, it is what it is, okay? You got Lady Mae sitting there trying to convince them why, you know, she should be there and she gonna be the pastor of the church, and, you know, James gonna relinquish his reign over the church and all this stuff, because James already ready to go, okay? He was like, girl, you know, I'm pretty sure it's coming to the end with me right about now, so I cool with that, but, you know, you can let her do what she got to do with this church. And Connie was like, you gave us a convincing story, but, you know, we was over there talking with Hope and Ministries and, you know, Hope and Harmonies and all this stuff. It was like, yeah, Gigi told me about that. Well, if you knew what was going on, why you bring us here like you gonna tell us something else that's gonna convince us otherwise when we already had our minds made up? I said, Connie, you better shut your mouth up. I said, who done gave this girl? She got balls, okay? I said, girl, you doing a lot. All right, you've been plotting and scheming, and that is what Lady Mae, because the way that Connie was coming at them this whole time about kicking them out, she been plotting and scheming this shit for years. And then, you know, Lady Mae called her out, bitch, so you mean to tell me you been conspiring? I know you been conspiring and all this stuff for years to get us out of here, okay? This is your doing. You ain't nothing but you standing there looking like a Judas in a bad pantsuit. I said, bitch, Lady Mae, you better read her down, okay? You better read her down. And to be quite honest, you know, Connie got a problem with the gays. You know what I'm saying? To be quite honest, I feel like Connie is closeted herself. Just go check the record, okay? Go check her little activities and shit like that. You know, ain't no way I can see her with it. Let me stop. But that explain a lot. But you know, so May was trying to get up in her feelings like, y'all just doing this, trying to kick us out or whatever. This y'all doing, y'all trying to do all this stuff. They gave her these papers and she was like, what is this? All our years of transgression and stuff like that. What is this? What is this? She was like, no, boo. This is a signed petition from over 2,000 members of the congregation that want your ass out, okay, and that wasn't here for what was going on. I said, well, good goddamn. And you know the fuck what? When Bishop gave up there and gave his last sermon on that subject, Sunday, and the motherfucker was all, oh, you're leaving? This is your last? I said, bitch, half of y'all, probably the majority of y'all gasping and all that shit, signed the goddamn petition. So how dare y'all act like y'all surprised? Girl, get out of here, little fake asses. Okay? So, of course, Lady Mae had to walk out on that ass as she read the fuck out of Connie. Connie couldn't do nothing but stand there like this. I said, I know the fuck that's right, Connie. You better shut the fuck up because you done did a lot. You said a lot of shit, getting on people goddamn nerves this whole time. But Bishop go over there talking to whatchamacallit. Bishop was in there with Corinne in his office or whatever. They was getting some things together. He about to get ready to go over there to Percy. Lady Mae come on there and she was like, oh, so you about to go to Percy? Yes. What about you? I'm about to go to the house and cook. You know what? How about you come over to the house? I'll cook, you know what I'm saying? And we just eat, and have a little conversation. I like that. I said, all right, what y'all finna do? But remember when Grace and Lady Mae was having a conversation, she was like, you gonna tell your daddy? You gonna tell? No, let me tell your dad. She was like, you should tell him, okay? I'm gonna tell your daddy what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And so we get this scene with Jacob and Kerissa. Jacob was trying to come through before when he was sitting there talking to Bishop. He basically was trying to come over to Calvary again and work under his mama, be like her associate. That's the second in command. What Grace's basically is, up until now. Now she's the actual pastor. And so Kerissa was like, so if that's happening and they gonna relinquish control over the church and Grace is there, who gonna be her associate? And it was like, I don't know. It should be you. He was like, well, she ain't asked me yet. Well, I mean, it should be you. She said, you know what? Maybe we should put this divorce off on hold or something like this because whether we married or not, you know what? Fuck this shit. We ain't gonna get divorced because at this point you need somebody to control your ass and to tell you what to do because bitch, you can't do shit on your own. On the one hand, I agree with her because Kerissa was the one that was running shit, got Jacob to where he was and is. But on the other hand, she do a little bit too much for me. And I'm like, girl, you his wife or you his mama? Which one? He got one of those already, okay? And he was like, oh, so you ain't gonna divorce? So I never said we was gonna divorce. I said I was gonna think about it or whatever. I said, you did say you wanted a divorce, okay? But whatever. And he's just like, girl. And she was like, why you looking at me? What? She was like, I'm just looking at you. But why you looking at me? I said, bitch, I ain't never seen Kerissa so soft like this, okay? She always so hard and upset and everything. She was like, what? Get off me, Jacob. What you trying to do? What time? How long we got till the kids come back? Mind you, they sat at the dinner table. The dinner table was already set, okay? About an hour and a half. He took that knife out of her hand. Jacob, what you trying to do? Jacob! I said, y'all better Clorox down that goddamn table. Next thing you know, she laying on that table. He down there. I said, oh, so y'all Christians get head and shit. Okay. You better clean that shit down before y'all eat off that table. That's nasty. Anyway, I said, what, Kerissa, you really a soft bitch when you want to be. But, at this point, we go over to the dinner scene with, Jacob, not Jacob, but what's his name? Bishop and May. Funny how she got this bad news that's supposed to be this heavy news to deliver to him and it's raining outside. It just so happened to be raining outside. Every time it rains, somebody finna get some, either it's a death or somebody finna get some bad news or some they at a funeral or some shit like that. But so they up there and she was like, James, I got something to tell you. Grace, she's Lionel's daughter. And there you go, my biggest shame and my biggest mistake and my worst secret. He was like, it's all good. You really thought that was going to lose me? I mean, what else can you do? The kid's grown. I'm out the house. We divorced now. You done kicked me out. And you think that's going to get rid of me? No. She was like, but James. But nothing, May. I'm here. I said, okay, that's one mature way to do it, but bitch, I wanted him to be mad. Okay? What? So you mean to tell me that all these years, that man was the father of my child? The woman that I raised? You know, but she ain't get that. He ain't get that, okay? And so, when all that was happening, she was like, James, I want you to come back home. I said, okay, probably did go, that's what y'all, because y'all should have never been in this position in the first place, because both y'all fucked up. Two wrongs don't make a right, but bitch, both y'all need to get y'all asses back together. Y'all know y'all meant for each other. Y'all soulmates, okay? And then he was like, I'll come back on one condition. You know, finding out that Lionel was her father. That's probably why you got all this contention and frustration and bad feelings against Grace. You need to sit down and talk to her and talk it out. But James, I don't know. That's what's going to happen if you want me back up in that bed. Okay, James. I said, girl. James got that D voice that be making them panties drop. You can't tell me Keith Washington wasn't getting them girls like that when he was younger. Then you got Basie up in the goddamn liquor store talking to Tasha, trying to convince her that we finna go down to Cancun like everything all to the good. Tasha said, I done already cut a deal with the FBI. I ain't got no jail time. Baby, don't call me no more. He's like, okay, you know, you whatever. All right, he getting his stuff, and the stuff come out to 4017. And he was like, 17, that's my lucky number, okay? God bless me with that number and all that stuff. And he talking about gambling and shit. And this big black dude come up behind him in all black and put down 17 cents on the table. He was like, oh, so you just so happen to have 17 cents in your pocket, huh? Okay. Cool. Then he looked and he was just like, oh, I get it. Remember, Basie's supposed to have, he talking all his business so loud. And I was like, the clerk probably listening to his shit. He talking about going to Cancun. He talking about that money that he took from the Greenleaf and how he not going to put it back or whatever. Mind you, the money that he left, he should have put it to his gambling debts. That's why he on the run, because he owe people money. That's one of the people that want to get the money back from him, okay? So he run outside, he get up in the car where Rochelle told her to get your ass on this road and just pull out, okay? And then that car pulls off and follows him. Next thing you know, Aaron comes up in the office talking to Grace, and girl, this part blew me. But I got it. I'm not even surprised at the same time. Y'all know Aaron is gay, okay? And you know, if you seen it, when he told his daddy that he was gay, they haven't had the best relationship because the daddy wasn't here for the gay shit, you know? So he kind of disowned him, and he took that all the way down to the grave with him, okay? He left Grace, a daughter that he just truly did not know until the day that he died, that she was, even till the day that he died, if she was really his daughter, never spent any real time with her, left her $3 million and left Aaron, the son that he helped raise, you know, left him nothing because he's gay. I said, that is fucked up. Grace had to tell him, hey, you want the money, girl? I don't need it. You want it? He was like, no, I don't want nothing from that man, okay? You can have it. You can do whatever you want with it. It is what it is. And she was like, you family. I just want you to know that you family. And then Grace went to go meet with the head of the Hope and Ministry. Now, when Kerissa and Jacob was talking about this whole thing, they was talking, and she brought up the man who is the founder of the Hope and Harmony Ministries, that's got this whole conglomerate of churches all over the world and all this stuff. And she was just kept on saying how he the richest this and the richest that. And then you hear him talking and trying to convince Grace to be with the people and be put her face out there and get her message out there and get people to believe and come through and all this stuff. And when she went and talked to Bishop about it, he was like, don't trust that man because he's a scum. And when they was in there talking to the board members, they was like, yeah, he's a scammer. He's going to take all y'all fucking money. And I said, this is where the church, and that's what Connie got called out too. It was like, you getting a check from this shit too, bitch. Okay, this is when the church, it ain't about God no more. It's all about business and money and shit. They using religion to get a fucking quick ass buck, to get rich quick. That's what it is, okay? And that's what they showing. You know, he was just selling all that shit like a snake's oarsman. That's what he was doing, sex salesman. I said, you know what? This is just trifling, just going to show y'all how y'all be taking advantage of shit. Moving on from that, you know, Bishop basically told her, Lionel may be your dad, your father, but baby, I'm your daddy, okay? I'm the one that raised you, and it is what it is. So Bishop, is his last day, preaching up there, and he started talking about Moses and how he couldn't go to the promised land, and he lost trust in God and all this stuff, and it was very fitting for what was going on. And everybody was just sitting there, and they was enthralled into it when he finished and everything. Everybody clapping. Here go Connie. I said, bitch, why the fuck you show up? Okay, if you gonna sit there with the sourpuss look on your face, why you show up? Take your ass in the bathroom and go fix your face, girl. But then all of a sudden, Bishop is just sitting there like this, and their hands start shaking a little bit. I said, "Is the Parkinson's acting up?" No, baby. He just remember when everything happened in the day after. He said he just hasn't been feeling right. Okay, after that little whole thing with Basie, like he's been shaken up. And so all of a sudden, Bishop passes the fuck out. Grace noticed something wasn't right. Lady May noticed something wasn't right, and Bishop just passes the fuck out. He was like, "Remember my vision?" They was like, "Oh my God, Bishop!" And it's like, "Somebody call the cops. Somebody call the ambulance." I said, "I hope somebody called the goddamn ambulance because everybody looked like they just over there like, oh my God, Bishop, are you okay?" He like, "Remember when I said I had a vision of how I'll go? This is what God showed me. I tell everybody that I love them. I love you guys." I said, "Bishop, if you don't get your ass up, get up, Bishop. Wake up, Bishop." And he just was there. And then all of a sudden, it cut to Sophia and Zora walking. They done made up. She talking about she going to therapy or whatever to understand why she fell for this whack ass boyfriend. She gonna take some classes so she can graduate on time, and then she gonna try to get into a musical up in New York or whatever. And so they made a little promise never to get pissed off at each other and stop talking to each other and going through all that bullshit. Next thing you know, we see back up in the house. I said, "What the fuck is going on? What's happening?" What Bishop? What Bishop? Did he die? What happened? And nobody gonna tell us nothing. And it threw us off because they was either wearing navy blue, dark navy blue, or black. And usually in these pictures and sometimes dealing with y'all wear black to funerals and stuff like that. And I was like, so Bishop didn't get out of here. I said, so how's season 4 gonna happen? What's gonna happen with that? Child, no. Jacob didn't move back into the house, okay, and so Lady May said she wanted to talk to Grace about everything that's happening, and she had a soft demeanor, and she was like, "Your father said I should talk to you, and I feel like I really should." And she was like, "I'm not gonna talk now, but we're gonna get through this, okay? We're gonna talk." And she did something with her little hair, and then she walked away with a smile on her face, a little semi-smile smirk on her face. Grace was looking confused as shit, like, who the fuck is this lady? Okay, I don't know her. Mariah Carey. They go sitting at you got Kevin and Aaron coming down the steps with baby Nathan and Charity. And everybody's a happy family. And then here go Kevin. Y'all ready to announce that y'all have brothers and have sisters and shit like that. I said, shut up. Mind you, that $3 million, Grace was gonna give it to daddy for the tax thing. He said, "No, you can keep that shit." Okay. I said, "Oh." And so everybody's sitting down. We see that Lady May sitting at the head of the table. I said, "So what happened to Bishop?" Bishop come running down the steps. I said, "Oh, so you still alive, bitch. You still alive. Y'all got me good. Little cliffhanger. Even though we already knew he wasn't gone. Okay, they couldn't just let him go like that. But before that, you had Kerissa basically Christian way cussing out Zora like, "Why you didn't tell me that you was gone? Okay, you supposed to tell me that you was gone anytime where you go somewhere. But daddy gave me permission to go. Okay, I don't care what he gave you. You have to remember that he don't run this family. I do." I said, "Jacob, you gonna let her talk like this about you in front of everybody?" Zora was taking it though. We see a different demeanor with Zora. I said, "Zora, you lying?" She was like, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And if you got any emails, you gotta CC me on them emails and all that stuff so I can see." And she was like, "Yes." And then Kerissa started laughing and shit. I was like, "What the fuck?" Then Kerissa started micromanaging Maria. "Okay, you can take these candles off. We don't need this or whatever." I said, "Girl, you need to calm your ass down." Lady May told her, "Put that shit back. Maria know how shit go." She was like, "Girl, you just got your ass up in this house. Sit the fuck down, okay?" And that's basically how the episode ended. Bishop down there talking. It was like he been out for 2 weeks in the hospital. And I said it took this for y'all to come together. Oh, okay. Now I just can't wait for season 4 because Mavis got to come back. Mavis got to come back with some bullshit and shake this shit up, okay? Because I'm not here for the peaceful shit, okay? Not for long. I ain't gonna say not at all, but not for long, all right? It's cute, but whatever. This is the finale of Greenleaf. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about the entire season, and I will see y'all later. Peace.